Wow, it's so dark. This is how dark it is. How can I recreate? Can I do this? I look small in here. I don't like that small look. Take this light off of here. My little garden. You all know my little garden, right? My little garden. I'm gonna move this camera a little closer. Back at my old desk, my PC somehow stopped working. I like this one. When I point, I don't understand. My other computer, when I point my left hand on my other computer, this side shows up. But on this computer, it must be me. It must be me, unless you're seeing me backwards. I just want to do some basic realities, just plain basic realities. Here is the jack connected with the letter 2, and it actually looks like the R. In fact, now everything is backwards. Now that I pick up the book, everything is backwards. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't get it. Must be there. Everything looks forward. I'm looking. I pick up the book. It looks backwards. I'm scratching my head. So we're going to look at this one piece here. Good evening. And I'm not sure if we've done this, but this is Visa. And both of them say the same thing. The S looks like a 5. Also, it's represented as S1 or S10, but to a single digit, it's 1. So it can be SA is 101 to the Viking world of Mars, V1. The MasterCard logo, although it might look like an I, it actually is showing that this pen has to enter on this angle. And hold on a second. And the pen, I did that last time also. I'm going to do it on this side so I don't cover it up. So the pen has to go either on this angle or on the opposite angle, two different sides. How does everything work in this world? How does internet work? How does communication work? What are the bars that come up? There's a lot of information. It's so tiny, but this is all about creation, how we got to this planet, and what everything means. I'm not even really sure which way to go. Where did we come from? The child is born. After the child is born, the receiver in the child's body is able to receive from the alternate worlds. Have we been intercepted? Was this world given to someone to see what we're like, and they didn't care? They weren't cruel to us. It's just that we have to learn in order to cope with the deceitful ways of nature and the deceitful ways of the human beings. In this design, I'm not sure, this 19 and 28, this is your spirit, and this is your cycle, and the total is 47, and that is time, chronos, because I think in Greek, chronos is time, which says the son of seer, of core, ono, onos, ono, one son, our one son. Core is a patent. Like core is like a patent for kosher food, and it's also telling me about gold, which is telling me about number 61 in the church, because gold is number 38. Okay, and I like to know what the element in the elements, what this number is. Church, what happens is it's 3 and 8 and 3 and 8. And inside is number 39. 18th letter, 21st, 39. So this will represent 10 and Saturn. Something to do with a ring. What would we have? The ing. We don't have the ring and king. I mean, we have the thing, time, heaven, thing, A, B, C, D, ding, Ding, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. We have hinge, but I don't want to put hinge, H-I-N-G-E. In between the E world, the swivel of the two parts of the world between this side. You see the H, right? And if you bubble it, and then I can't use this. This should have been 4 lines, because on 3 lines, I'm automatically having to do this. And if I want to get to the other side, I have to do that. It's an automatic, because there's no dots. I have to always follow these lines or on the dots or this angle. So this will take me from one side. The N is showing me how to travel from the lower of one side to the upper. It's showing me the polarity. And the only way to show the real way of this is to create 2 X's on each side and take a ruler, and now you can create the line through it because we have points of departure. Visa is telling me about Mars and the passage of 66 and the freedom of 55. Does anybody understand what this is? The word freedom is in 66, and they're using this as C3O15 equals to 18 R 18. So CO equals to R, O equals to 15, equaling to 33, and Na equaling to 14, and 1 equaling to 15. So equals to 51 equals to 66, showing me that the roadway repeated is inside 66. I say freedom 55 created by 16 because this in a cube is the reverse of this in the cube. Those are my cubes, and this is my Christ. You see the way it starts with CH, and Christ is first. So we have C, C, H, R. It's almost like saying creature or preacher. So we did the MasterCard, we did the Visa, 28 and 29. I forget if we get this from Lo Shu or if we get this from Rotas Sator. I forget where this number comes in. I did do a small piece getting off the subject, going somewhere else. I also worked on it here. Here's your creation 11. This comes where the sun comes in. This is where the orphan child comes in. Number 11, through root 66, we all become the orphan children. And now they want to take our children away. Entertainment purposes only, what the words say into the numbers, and look at the roulette wheel. The painted sky, CIL, that's what number 39 also says. 6 and 5 is created by 15, as well as 32. And I was looking at that, and I just want to go over something about the church, number 38, which is a representation of gold, and I also call it the church. What happens is 3 divided by 8 equals 3.75. So if I want to find something in my letters that work, I'm going to go times 4 equals 12 and 32. 12 and 32. And this would be 6 times 2 and 16 times 2. And that would be a single spirit of 76 again. And this would spell the word gun. 375 gun, or 357. That's talking about the moon, your 3/4 moon. There's something else. Oh yes, in order to create this number 3, right, you'd have 6 and 6 will create your number 3 equals to 12, equals to 1 plus 2 equals to 3. Now, yeah, we're going all over the place. It means nothing. Does it mean nothing? Everything is a little scenario, okay? And we take these equations and we keep putting them in different places and let the words talk for us. So this situation over here will come out to the 3 would be 12, and the second one, okay, would remain as either 8 or 4 and 4. Create your 8. 8 and 9 can also create your 8, equals to 17 Q. You started with H. We got the 17 Q. Has anybody? I'm just going all over the place trying to empty out my head. Has anybody ever heard of the word dash? Because this word is talking about an angle, the delta angle. The delta angle, one of these angles, one like this. Is this the delta angle? Is that your D? What is it in Greek? I want to see what it is in Greek, or is it like that? The delta angle showing me two sides. And this is the top of your division before we enter into this world. One sleeping over here, transferred into this mind over here, one side or the other. Here's your cube mindset, and then we come down into the next world. Here's your gematria scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This would be your ace, showing you that the top of your ace, okay, your top of your ace is 7, 6, 7, and then just under that is 4 and 5. So you'd have the sun, and so it'd be the spirit into the sun of creation. 5 and 4. Once you reach your 4, you have reached your J10, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So this is the way I interpret this design. There are other designs where we're looking at 1 and 8, like we have the cube, and it's 1 and 8. Is there another way to look at it? Well, 1 across from 8, 2 across from 7, 3 across from 6, 5 across from 4, and the dice cube explains this. Now, why did I use the 5 as the center? Because the 5 is actually not the center, so I don't know why I'm using 5 as the center. 1 plus, isn't it 4.5? 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 1.5. So this would be 1.5. You see, it shows the center over here is 4, 5. This one would be 2.5, and this one would be 3.5. So this one is talking about creation of the energy, and this is all of them have energy, and this one is Earth. So you can see Earth is included with Venus, as Mars is Mercury is included with Mars, and these two say Yo, Elev. They're talking about the student in the game of craps. These can be backed up by looking at the dice cubes over here, where 1 is the center to 8, and the 2 just happens to create this design. But here's the 3, and the 3 and the 1, the 7th gate on your 2 dice. The numeric value for Mars is 15 or 51, and the 25 for Earth. So it's telling me that Venus is an Earth through the red sun, when a big red sun, and Mars is creation of the 360 degrees. So now what I would do next is I would have to now invert it and question myself. Is the 3-6 getting this point, or is the 3-6 getting this point? And the 3-6 coming down over here, leaving me with 6 and 3 when I double it up, but the space is greater. Because 6 and 6 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3, 3 and 3 is 6, so they just invert in themselves. And then we'd have the next section here, and the next section here getting bigger and bigger. So that's this scenario over here. In pi begins with this scenario over here. 3.14159265. The 3 major Roman numeral numbers is MDC for 1,000, 500, and 100, makes it to a total of 1,600, and this will give you 434, or the reverse is 343, or CDC. So the computer is telling us that, I mean, the way I understand it is, if you don't mention or talk about the reality all the time, it's going to see that something is wrong. So we're all prodded through the sheep on the farm to move forward so that we should see this. I'm not sure if you saw one of these movies that they put so many, they kept putting this number all over the place, until all of a sudden somebody says, what number are you thinking of? And they all of a sudden they mention that number. Love is 3645. So when 3645 come together above and below, in this scenario over here, right, it says love. Number 27 is red. Number 81 is Venus. This one over here will create reverse. All of these reverse create into Jupiter. 36 and 63, 99 numeric value of Jupiter. 3 divided by 8, 6 plus 8. I'm just looking through some of these things, the half-life. Mighty Messer Carpenter keychain, for sure. Multiplying, remember, multiply. We don't have to multiply by 1 because that's the original number. 2, 3, and 4. The reverse of this multiplication, and since 4 equals to 10, the reverse is 6. So 6 and 4 is your 10, 10 reverse. 6, 7, and 8, bringing it to 10, bringing it to 10, bringing it to 10. M, 1000. Now, this is just the way I do things. I like to bring things to 10. 1 plus 0 equals to 1. I'll bring them to 10. I'll bring them to 4. And I'll bring them to 7. 1 month, 28 days. 4 months and 30 days. 7 months and 31 days. What else is there? My throat is dry. I'm a little tired. It's late at night. It's 11 o'clock. I got all kinds of stuff that I wrote down. I'm going to work on the sun square. Somebody asked me. 12 divided by 8. What I did is 4 times 3 is 12. And then I don't know why I did it this way. Why did I do it this way? What is that answer? Just 1 second. I want to calculate something. 12 divided by 8 equals 1.5. 8 divided by 12 equals 3/4. No. 8 divided by 12 is 666. So that's not what I want to do. I got all kinds of stuff here. Don't know if I want to go through everything. I'm tired. I want to thank you for watching this video. Not sure where I went with it. There's all kinds of things. Right now, I'm just thinking of Fox Radio, Fox TV, everything to do with Fox. Fox Radio, Fox TV, Fox Radio, Fox TV, Fox Radio, and Fox TV. Fox, everything to do with a fox. Where's Fred Flintstone? Where's Barney Rubble? Where's Wilma Flintstone and Betty? Slicing up of a pizza we did the other day. The DNA yin and yang before I let this go. DNA. Did I do that right? DNA. This should have been A and D. DNA. ADN. Did I do that right? But whatever it is, okay, I don't know how I got this done, but this is the DNA altogether is always going to be 19. And it's created by number 13. All of these are created by number 13, which is 3 and 4, which is 1 DC. Because the numeric value for 1 and inside of nay, to me is always, I always look at it as northeast or birth. This angle shows me 3 as AAA. So do I split this whole thing apart? This is the way I would look at it. This is the way I would break this up. Why would I break this up this way? Because I'm trying to enclose the A on each side of the A and 1 straight line through. And when you do this, it'll create a building. It'll be a tower building that goes right through. And the only thing that's not marked up in here is the D4 and the N14. D4 and N14. That's an exchange. All of this will say 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, all the way around to a single digit. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.